Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a senior contest at light heavyweight. Introducing the blue corner from the Oval Boxing Club, Max Bray.
Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. In this video I'll be discussing about Callum Smith and him being denied the mandatory title shot. Obviously I understand, but I just read up that the IBF get the mandatory slot before them, but apparently the IBF in the light heavyweight division hasn't enacted its mandatory since 2021. So there is that one. I will say that the IBF mandatory is Michael Eifert of Germany, who's 13-1 with 5 KOs. He only loss come from Tom Zmetsky, also of Germany. So there's that one. The WBC mandatory, obviously the WBC gets top pick of the bunch, was David Benavidez. Now they actually ordered Bivol to face him. He refused because he wants a trilogy with Better Biev, and so they stripped him of the title. So the WBC title's floating around now. Now, I don't know about the WBA, but there's a WBC title floating around. Don't know who the WBA mandatory is Callum Smith. I meant the WBO. Don't know about them. Who's obviously the fourth governing body, and then you've got the Ring Magazine, who are wanting the Better Biev Bivol. So, and it's probably going to be on a Ring Magazine Saudi card again. But I understand it. But realistically, that fight ain't going to happen until the end of the year. Again. It didn't happen end of last year, start of this year. Can't remember the exact dates. But surely you want your champions to be fighting and active. Like, I get Bivol and Better Biev don't need to be active because they've got the greatness status already on them, especially at light heavyweight. They are probably two of the best light heavyweights of all time. We're very lucky that they're in this generation. But I've got me little card here, bit about Callum Smith. I got one fight that he should take, because he's towards the end of his career now. He's had a bit of a resurgence after, because he came back after a 2-year layoff, lost to Canelo. No, got it around the wrong way. Lost to Better Biev, not Canelo. His other loss has come to Canelo, which is fair enough. But came off 2-year layoff, jumped straight in with Better Biev, lost January last year. Had kind of what I guess would be dubbed his comeback fight in later last year. And then obviously he's just come off a great win against Josh Buatsi, who was, I say, the third best light heavyweight in Britain. So I still think Anthony Yard and Lyndon Arthur are better than Buatsi, personally. And my top three in Britain would go Smith, Yard, Arthur. And then the rest is too tight to call. But all of them obviously losing to... Arthur lost to Bivol. Yard lost to Better BF. Smith lost to Better BF. Now, what I want from Callum, obviously, written a bit about him. I'll read out what I've written. Callum Smith's only loss has come to... His only losses have come to Canelo and Better BF. He's beaten the likes of Rocky Fielding, George Groves, John Ryder, Josh Buatsi, and there's more. Those are just the names that stuck out to me that I recognised straight away. Yeah. The fight that I would like to see is obviously David Benavidez versus Callum Smith. Now, from what I've seen against Benavidez versus David Morrell, I see it being a closer fight than what some people may think. No, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody put a label on it, but I think for Smith to really solidify his contendership at that world level, which we all know he's at and was at. He was at it at super middleweight, so he should be at it at light heavyweight as well. For him to solidify that world level contender champion status again, getting a win over Benavidez would just catapult him, really. I've got in my eye. That's cider in my eye. Ow. That's funny, that's staying in. Yeah. I've got a lot else more to say. Now, Benavidez, he also likes to stick behind the jam, but he can bang. He's got that. Now, he's American, but he's got them Mexican style of fighting, really. I like it. It's that typical American kind of Mexican fusion, if you will, that a lot of American fighters are using. Good win against Morrell. Off the top of my head, I can't say anything else about him. Obviously, he's been at the top of the division for quite a while. And yeah, can't remember how long he was WBC mandatory for. But obviously he was waiting. WBC finally ordered it after the second fight. And stripped. And Bivol denied. So now I can say one of two things. He just wanted the Better BF trilogy. Or he didn't like the way Benavidez is. That's the issue with some of these top guys now. Like, I liked Bivol. I thought he was good. I still like Bivol. He is good. He's amazing. Better BF. Good, amazing. But at this point in time, there's no need for him to fight again. Like, Bivol should be like, I arguably won the first fight. I won this second fight. Like, I'm done with it. But no, he's chasing the trilogy. It's obviously Better BF will want the trilogy because Bivol's got the titles. But there's no need. As far as I'm aware, Better BF isn't mandatory with anyone. What annoys me is champions not fighting mandatories. It annoys me in boxing, kickboxing, MMA, bare knuckle, any combat sport. It annoys me. Champions should fight the mandatories. You go through them, don't you? Like, let's say you got 4 belts. That's 4 fights in a year. Yeah? Yeah, you tick off your WBC. And then I think it's the IBF. Then the WBA. And the WBO. WBO, yeah? Because IBO ain't one. Yeah. So that's your 4 fights a year. Because you're staying active. It's the most annoying thing about champions is that not when they get the titles, hardly any of them fight. Like Usyk right now, prime example. I mean, I say that he's fighting Dubois, but like after he fights Dubois, he ain't gonna fight again for another year and a half. And he said he wants one proper fight, and he fight Alex Pereira. Don't know how serious that is, but if that is the plan, I hope if he does beat Dubois, vacates. Now this has gone on a tangent again, but my point still stands. Mandatories are mandatories for a reason. Champions fight the mandatories. Done. Sealed, delivered. Most annoying thing. Now, arguably, UFC do it a bit, and MMA and all these other organisations do it better than boxing. I say that. UFC ain't at the minute, but that's another video. I hate it. I'm in a rant now. I hate it. Like, unless it's a clear and obvious rematch, right, I understand. But even then, that just means 5 fights a year. You're a boxer. You should want this many fights a year. No matter if you got a belt or not. Like, if you're a champion, let's say you have a close match with somebody, they want a rematch. Yeah? Do the rematch. So, right. WBC mandatory. Close fight. Wants the rematch. You go, okay. That don't even have to be the next one. That could be that one. Yeah? Or that one. Or that one. Don't get me started. I got myself started. But yeah, either way, this video was meant to be about Callum Smith. It hasn't been. It's been more about the top 4. I think the IBF needs to change who their mandatory is. Just saying. But obviously, I suppose the mandatories are there. Like, I don't know how to say it, or the words to find to describe it. But I don't know how they pick them sometimes. Like, Michael Effort, yeah, he's been putting in the effort, but he hasn't fought a name, but he's mandatory. I think he might be a name in Germany, I'm not sure. But, yeah. I haven't heard of him, but ask because I'm a casual boxing fan. I just box on the side and I don't really care. I just watch whatever's on. I don't pay attention. But I know a little bit more than your average guy. Yeah. Anyway, I want to see Smith versus Benavidez for the WBC. Winner faces the winner of the trilogy. Simple, done, signed, sealed, delivered. Matchmaker max. Easy, light work. Yeah, anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and obviously subscribe. Comment any topics you want me to touch on, any videos you want to see, or any tips. Like, I appreciate it so much if you leave a tip in the comment for me to improve the channel. Like, last video, bloke in the comments left a tip for the channel. And I got his point. And I was like, yeah, thanks. And I appreciate it. So if you've got any of that as well, obviously, don't say delete the channel, because that'll hurt my feelings. And I don't like my feelings being hurt. Alright. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, maybe, I don't know. And, oh, that was cringe. I'll see you in the next video.